This video is brought to you by QualityGameServers.com. Simple packages, simple prices.
For fuck's sake, I hate this game.
Hey guys, what's up? It's Rooster here and welcome to another episode of World of Tanks Masterclass. And today's guest lecturer is my good buddy Mr. Fguri, and he's driving his IS-5 gift tank, which was received from Clan Wars series. Something if you did really well, or it was something you could buy with gold if you took part of that campaign. And what I can tell you about this replay, it's amazing, so let's not spoil anymore and let's just go check the replay.
Okay guys, so we're in the replay and the matchup is pretty healthy for IS-5. I mean, it stops here and the enemy team has like Oho and these guys have IS-3 and IS-5. They have Rheinmetall on tier 8, but we have like 2 T-44s, so I think it's a bit more favorable for Fguri's team. But as you can probably imagine, and anything can happen, it's basically a brawling map on the other side, so we just have to wait to see what happens. If Fguri starts to go straight forward, which indicates that he's going for the city to brawl with some of these tanks. And what's to brawl if the only thing that can actually brawl decently with you is the Oho, which is clumsy and really slow, and T-29 is going with him. They're gonna go straight from the middle. E-25 is a nice tree for some reason going for that corner. I mean, if the guy is just probably an IS-3 sniper and they spot the Oho, and Fguri is just raging forward to get some early damage, and it presents itself in the form of this over-eager VK, which is now tracked in place, and Fguri just positions himself, a little bit of side scrape, and another shot, and good job VK, you have lost over the half of your health already, and it's less than a minute, and the lengthy reload time just saves the VK, so he lives to fight on another occasion. And Fguri just scans, and there's ARL. I think Fguri just shot the rock there. Not sure. The ARL bounces, obviously. And Fguri just scans to try to see if these guys are stupid enough to present the turrets. And the VK surely is. He just wants some more. And this T-29 just rips the kill from Fguri, but he just pours that on that poor ARL's turret. And there's Rheinmetall trying to ghost his way through city and get some sneaky shots on these tanks. And there's not really actual way Fguri can do this, properly. I mean, the Rheinmetall's looking his way, and this corridor is so narrow that you can't get any sort of decent angle without that Rheinmetall taking a huge chunk of your hit points by a shot in the side. As you can see the minimap, the Panther is racing towards Fguri's base and has actually reached there, and there's only like a couple of RTs there guarding the base, so that looks pretty sweet when Fguri just races around this corner because that Rheinmetall just blocks. And it seems that Fguri's teammate just killed their own RT, so well played. And Fguri just goes around this corner, and this the ARL, and that's the end of his game because he wasn't, well, probably wouldn't help if he watched Fguri's way. He's gonna try to see what he can get, and there's T-29, and as always, it's just polite to shoot people who don't look at your way. And T-29 catches fire. I'm not sure if that was Fguri's shot. He tries to shoot again, but manages to hit in a bad angle and just goes for the reload, and the RT is actually looking at Fguri, but he can't shoot without the sky view, so he misses and hits the house, and the Rheinmetall starts to peek. CDC performing traditional French drive-by shooting and just disappearing around the corner, and the game is 4-9 on Fguri's team. Even though they had pretty good matchup, they managed to pretty much throw away this game, and Rheinmetall is just going YOLO, and I think this guy is just a bit desperate for damage because he shot that wall. Fguri just returns to favor, and there was a good target management. They're choosing the Rheinmetall over the expensive forward, and CDC has also relocated to that corner and gets a shot on Fguri, doing some damage. IS3 is pushing the one line and try to get the M44. See that happens, and Fguri just makes a good decision. There's no reason to push that corner because these guys are waiting. And I think the Yak Badger was looking for T29, and now Fguri is going for the T29, and I think he saw the CDC but tried to get around the score before the CDC could shoot, and now he ended up taking a shot from the CDC and the T29. That was a pretty bad trade, and the CDC player is deciding that CDC actually is a pretty good brawling tank in close city quarters, and learns that lesson with playing with an actually armored opponent. And I'm not sure what the Rheinmetall was doing, but like I said earlier, I think he was just hungry for the damage because he hasn't done much in this game. So Fguri looks the Oho's way, but he knows that either the Chiri or the E25 are camping and capping their base, so he needs to go deal with that because that Oho will never gonna catch him. And here comes wild E25, so E25 is not in the cap, so that's good knowledge. And the reload time just fails on Fguri, and he's never gonna chase this E25 down, but actually not sure why. I think the plan was to track Fguri in his place with E25 and just keep shooting his track until the hit points were gone, but that obviously failed. And Fguri is making good decisions to go around. He's not rushing straight forwards to the base, he's just trying to go around and get a good look, and that was a horrendous shot. He's trying to look and get another before the Chiri goes into the cover, and gets a good resetting shot on Chiri, but this is not a good place because the Artie can shoot here, and actually you can see Fguri doing this sporadic movement back and forth and, you know, switching directions because that makes the Artie miss, hopefully. So there's like the Oho, then Oho for some reason decided that he's just gonna go around the corner and starts engaging the IS-5. I just drive around and he will not shoot me with his gun, yes. But that just didn't work out, and Ari actually takes pretty bad shot on Fguri's tank, and this leaves him in the range of not being able to take any more shots from Artie. But he's still making good decisions. He's trying to find a spot in this map where he can see the cap and possibly reset, and Artie would need to move to actually shoot him. And he just decides to take the carway and starts to engage with this Chiri, and he only has like heat and HA rounds left because he has used all of his regular ACPR, and I think the Chiri player is probably panicking or something else because he doesn't know that you can actually see the tanks behind the carts, and that kind of costs him this, you know, advantage. I mean, there was no forceful need for him to stay in the cap. He should have tried like to move around probably, but he didn't. So now it's just two Arties and our friend Mr. Fguri. He's already secured the top gun. He's almost done a 5k damage. So it's been a pretty good game so far, but there's so much left to actually anticipate, so how this game will end. And he decides to go for the base search. I mean, the probable, you know, positions for enemy RT would be their base, but as you just actually saw, and here's just poor Ariasha, just turn the turret and boom, the other RT is gone. So there's some suspicions that maybe the both RTs were there because the shot landed on that side of the building when he was engaging Chiri. So we're all over 5k damage, RT vs heavy tank, but their RT player is actually the player with the most kills on the enemy team. So never be too cocky when deciding the game. The clock, it's over 6 minutes left, so Fguri doesn't need to make any rush decisions in this game. he can slowly pace himself, and this guy's showing the perfect artmanship, telling people that he was in K0, but if the other player has any sense in his brain, he's starting to move around if he hasn't already started doing that. And Fguri knows that, okay, well, he might have been in K0, and it's perfectly viable to go check that, but I'm not gonna rush straight. I'm just gonna take this easy, lazy route around and go to hill and probably have a look-see on that, that grid. And he has this time. It's almost 6 minutes, and he has all the time in the world to go over that hill and just look for the grid if the RE is actually there. But we just have to wait and see as he races through this lumberyard and find this little cap to actually go on that hill. And he starts to make his way, and he doesn't want to, like, put off trees or anything that could indicate where he would be if the RT is on a sniper pad. But the RT is right there, so aim, fuck aim. This is a Russian tank, so GG. Let's go see the end play.
So let's look at the end play for this mighty Russian beast. Top Gun, Steel Wall, High Caliber, Spartan, Defender, Kolobanovs, Rattle Wars, bunch of trinkets, Mastery Badge, 5088 XP, 151,000 credits, and if you go and take out the ammo and auto repairs, 95,000 credits from this massive Fguri. So well done, mate. Team scores 5,586 damage, 8 kills, 1,696 base XP. Guys, base XP, that's pretty awesome. Neither of the teams did that well in general, but sometimes that is just World of Tanks. So there you have it, an awesome replay of IS-5 with my buddy Fguri. If you like this video, just tap a like. If you like my content, please subscribe. It helps me a lot. And if you want to be featured in the Masterclass series of World of Tanks in my channel, just send me a link to your World of Tanks replay, and there's a good chance you'll be the next one to be featured on this series. I just put the email in the description. So I catch you guys next time.